And with us now for more on the legal challenges in the presidential election is Professor and Associate Dean Brad Jacob of Regent University School of Law. So let's begin with one important case that focuses on how the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court extended the state's deadline for mail-in ballots. Why is that case so significant?
Well, it's significant because Pennsylvania is a very close state. Obviously the media doesn't decide who is president-elect. That'll be decided by the Electoral College. The Electoral College depends on who won the vote in each state. So with Pennsylvania so close to the edge between President Trump and Vice President Biden, it understand that we really know who won Pennsylvania.
Do you see this case going to the Supreme Court?
Well, it's already been, in a sense, to the Supreme Court. Justice Alito issued an order saying that all of the mail-in votes should be sequestered, that they should keep those separate and be able to look at those separately if they need to. I don't think there's going to be any success fighting with Pennsylvania over the date that the ballots actually arrived. There's enough questions about the post office and how long things took, that if the state makes a judgment that a vote put into the mail, postmarked by election day that comes in several days later, if they're going to count that, I don't think that can be successfully challenged. But if there's any evidence that there are votes that were not made in time or that were not legally put into the mail by the right person, if that can be proven in court, then that could turn the outcome in Pennsylvania.
What does the president's team have to do to prove voter fraud in the other cases?
Well, there's a lot of different things they could do to prove voter fraud. They could prove that people were being intimidated when they voted. They could prove that the state allowed ballots to be cast by dead people or people who are not competent to vote for mentally or for some reason. Of that up to this point, that's what's going to determine what happens in the courts. If it's just Alex, I won in a landslide in the legal votes and the rest are illegal. Well, he can make that claim if he wants to, but there's going to have to be concrete evidence of some kind of fraudulent activity, some reason to believe that the ballots were not valid. And that could take a lot of different forms. It's just we haven't really seen a lot of evidence so far.
All right, Regent Law Professor and Associate Dean Brad Jacobs, thank you so much for your time. To you at home, we apologize for the technical difficulties that were unfolding during some of that interview.